Alright, guys. Thursday, October 30th, 2025. I'm your host, Josh Reeves. Fighting for my life. I've been fighting for my life. Last I talked and last I told you, I was in fear my heart failure was returning for the third time because I was experiencing swelling, edema, and that's generally the number one sign. But I got hospitalized for this the first time in 2020, and then I was all good. And then when our support started to wane around 2023, I could no longer afford the medicine, and so then my health started to decline again. So in 2024, last year, after I made 32 films, I was hospitalized again for this heart failure. This year, as you know, it's been very stressful for me. I've already made, 43 films this year? I fucking lost count. Anyway. I already made 43 films this year. I've been homeless since July. So I've just been, and still am currently, fighting for my life. Luckily, I didn't have to be hospitalized this time. I was able to, like I said, I've been hospitalized for this twice. I just did to myself what they did to me when I was in there. And it's working. But you have to have money. A hospital stay, I know it was like, $18,000 the 2 times I was in there or something. And I've had no money. Having to pay for this weekly temporary living space and still be able to have to try to find money to eat. This week it's been all those things on top of having to be able to get money for the meds I need, to diuretics, to get the water off of me. So thank you to those who have contributed. Thank you to Tony. Tony bought some downloads yesterday and I was able to get the meds I needed, and things have improved since I got my meds, but it's just I'm in this situation now, guys, where we can't have less of your support. We have to have more than ever right now. It's more important than it's ever been. Because it used to be we would have our monthly, fundraising time of the month. We don't have that anymore. Now we have to raise, a couple $100 every single week in and week out. Plus I have to now stay on top of my health. So this is the first time I've been able to do a show for you this week, because I've just been trying to survive, guys. Okay? So if you guys, if the support of my work increases, the output of my work will increase as well. And the quality of it will increase as well. When the output, the amount of my output goes down and the quality of my work goes down, that is congruent with the amount of support we're getting. I don't know how to make people understand this. So I guess maybe I haven't tried. I don't know. But that's the facts. If we get plenty of support, in fact, you can probably remember a time, depending on how long you've been a fan of mine. You probably remember a time when my show or my work was of a higher quality to you than it is currently. You know why that was? That's because we were getting the support that we needed. When that wanes, everything wanes, guys. Okay? I don't know how to stress this to you enough. I'm just trying to survive, but unless we can raise, at least $1,500 at some point, so I can get a new place. This is what we're going to have to deal with for now. I mean, we had our 18-year anniversary fundraiser. September was our 18-year anniversary of the show and of my film work, and we didn't raise a penny for our 18-year anniversary fundraiser. Not a penny. And that's what I was counting on to get a new place. And when we absolutely didn't even raise a penny, my I don't know, it just took the wind out of my sails. My hope kind of faded a lot. But I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on going. You know, it's tough. I put in 20 job applications a week. I've been putting in 20 job applications a week since July. No one will hire me. I haven't been in the workforce since 2009 because I've been self-employed. So no one, when everybody's looking for a job, there are other people who have been out there working in the workforce since 2009 that they're going to hire, and they do hire way before me, way before some 49-year-old white dude who hasn't been in the workplace since 2009, and the last time he was in the workplace, he was a cook at Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? So if anybody out there wants to hire a video editor or anything like that for a podcast, for a whatever, hit me up, globalrealityshow@gmail.com. It's globalrealityshow@gmail.com. Another thing, I'm going to need to make a separate video for this at some point. If you would like to commission me to make a documentary for you, that's something new I'm going to be offering. Maybe I get this all the time. People hit me with these topics that they're interested in, that nobody else in the world is fucking interested in. Literally. I've joked about it before, but I've been serious. People hit me shit like, make a documentary about the 1983 Philadelphia 76ers. I'm like, why would I do that? I don't care or know anything about that. Why would I make a documentary about that? But why? Because you want it? Because you want to see it? There's so many people do that to me all the time. Some guy recently should make a documentary about the South Florida rave scene of the late 90s. Like, why? Because you can't give a fuck about it? So you think other people do too, but they don't. So, I've decided. Film commissions. Documentary film commissions. Here's how it works. Email me, globalrealityshow@gmail.com. Let me know your idea for a film you want to commission me to make. I'll quote you a price of how much I'll make the film for. I'll ask if I quote you $600 or $800 or whatever. I'll need half that money up front, and then the other half once it's finished and I've delivered the film to you. Now here's the kicker: you will own this film, which means I don't own it. It doesn't belong to me. It will belong to you. I may be the one making it and doing all the work and everything, but you'll own it, which means you can then market it, put it up for sale online, and you'll be able to make all the profit from it. So hit me up if you want to do that. I'm taking film commissions. Currently taking them, so... And if you need an experienced video editor and somebody that can do music for your film, your documentary, and editing and all that, hit me up on that front too, okay? So yeah, our goal this week Gotta raise $200 by Sunday to keep temporary living space. Still trying to raise, $400 or so to make my mic drop conspiracy film, which I cannot make until I have some kind of a budget. Once we get that, then I'll start working. It'll be out in a few weeks after I get the budget I need. But unless we get some kind of a budget, $400 or so for that film, it's not going to be made until then. I'm going to have to keep on making stuff, non-conspiracy stuff and stuff that I can make, music documentaries, stuff like that, which 3 or 4 of you will buy. But I appreciate those that do. Anyway. Point is, I had to spend everything this week to keep the temporary living space here, roof over my head. Plus, I had to spend everything. Thankfully, Tony bought a few documentaries yesterday, and I was able to get the meds I need. But now I need to be able to eat. I haven't had any food in 2 days. So, if you hear this, go to the download store, buy 1 or more download today. Do something. It just still boggles my mind that we have so many people. Most of the people, almost all of you who subscribe and pay the $8 a month for our Patreon, never buy a single movie download. Just like when we were on Payloads, and we had the show on Payloads, none of you bought documentaries there either. So weird. So, that's just because, most of the people, I know who's a spook and who's not. All right? Let's just leave it at that. Let's see what we got. News here. Trump celebrates winning war on climate change after Bill Gates admits he was completely wrong. What? Donald Trump wrote that he's won another war after Bill Gates admitted climate change will not lead to humanity's demise. Bill Gates said that? Ah, shit. You know what that means, right? Bill Gates is, get ready, Bill Gates is going to die in a fucking plane crash, a locust swarm, something. The Club of Rome and all those fucks, Klaus Schwab, are not going to stand for that. The president, who's been long skeptic of government programs attempting to solve the issue, even declared it a hoax, declared victory on Truth Social Wednesday night. We won the war on the climate change hoax. Bill Gates has finally admitted that he was completely wrong on the issue. It took courage to do so. And for that, we are grateful. See, that's the only thing I have a problem with there. You're saying that Bill Gates does anything because he has fucking... What did he say? He said it took guts, or it took what? Whatever. I ain't give that son of a bitch credit for a goddamn thing. The guy's a eugenicist. How about you ask him about how many people he wants to depopulate from the world's population? Ask him that, Trumpy boy. Yeah. Listen, Trump's done a great job. He really has. He's done a great job on some things. Here's the issue I have with Trump. Somebody accused me of being a Trump nut rider the other day. Hey, you know what? I'm an America nut rider. That's what I am. I'm for anybody and anything that's doing the right thing for America. So you can accuse me of being a Trump nut rider all you want, and maybe I am in some ways. But you know what? Again, I'm an America first nut rider more than anything. Here's the issue. I do feel like he has done a great job. on some things. I don't feel like he's done a great job on things that actually affect day-to-day living for your average American. Cost of living, cost of housing, inflation, food costs, all this stuff. I don't feel like he's done a great job on that because I don't think that he can. I don't think it's that easy. But I think that he has made strides, and I think that he wants to. So, whatever. I guess I'm a Trump nut rider now. Oh well. It's fucking funny. I need everybody that hears this show to buy downloads today. Because I'm not going to make it much longer without any food. 200 by Sundays what we got to raise to keep the my temporary roof over my head here. Because I've been homeless since July, guys. Do anything and everything you can to support my work right now because it's never been more important. My life literally depends on it, and I'm just trying to nurse myself back to health right now. Okay? All right, guys.